Howdy doody, guys. It's the Arizona Sports Fanatics podcast, and we are back. This is episode 34. You dirty. No, I'm just kidding.
That threw
I'm
me off.
Damien.
Frankie, we're better than ever.
What's up? It's Dylan.
Man, so it's going down, and for the first time in like 6 years, we don't have any of the same teams in the Final Four for the NBA playoffs, and thank God.
And what
Thank God.
what's nice? One first timer is guaranteed to win a ring.
Yes, I love that. I wish it would have been us. I wish we would have been in those rankings because this would have been an easy year for the Suns if they had a consistent, good team to kind of win. Because all the teams are like not that good. Well, I won't say that, but I feel
Listen,
like it's anybody's game.
false. The T Wolves just have our number for some fucking reason. So
Well, I look at it this way: we cleanse ourselves from the Budenholzer mistake. We get somebody that actually cares about developing guys the right way and not on some petty bullshit, and we get back to what we're used to.
I agree.
hey, but that shot last night, though, I think Tyrese Halliburton be watching the Dbacks lately. He's got that soft shot.
Dude,
Yeah,
Look at the
Halliburton
wrist.
is like he's got he's on speed dial with Jesus or something. He's just hitting the prayers.
and it's funny that this is all happening after the NBA's players voted him the most overrated player, and
He
so
is making everybody pay
I
You
heavily.
love
know what's
that.
funny though? He did the little choke celly when the game wasn't really
But
over. I'm
Miller,
like, oh man, if the Knicks really thump him game
Dude,
one after
listen,
that.
he talked about that after the game. He said he wouldn't have done it if he would have known that it was a 2 pointer and not a three, because it was pretty close to a three. And if it was a three, the game would have been
Well,
over.
yeah,
But he,
that was his intentions, but that shot was exactly like Giannis's shot in the playoffs, when it was a
yeah,
two. So that's
it was a
crazy.
two. And
Oh,
he
no,
was
I'm
like he
sorry,
was
I'm stupid. That was no, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. That was KD when it was
Kevin
with
Durant, yeah, and Kevin
yeah,
Durant
that
was
when he played the Bucks, when they played the Bucks, yeah.
it was his foot was on the line, yeah.
Yeah.
But he said that he wouldn't have done it if he would have known, and also he said that he felt like he wasted it, so he won't do it again. At least he knows, At least he knows it wasn't it. But
Yeah.
it was sick. It's still in the headlines. He's and the way he ended the last series too. I think there's something there. He's a very special player, man. It's crazy to watch that.
100%. Still bitter that we did not end up with Halliburton.
Me too. Or Carl Anthony Towns somehow because look at Cat too. Cat's going nuts.
See, and that's like from when we got the finals set up, for each conference. I'm thinking it's like, what a world it would be if we had Cat versus the Wolves and Julius Randle and DiVincenzo versus the Knicks. That would be killer for ratings.
Well,
I would love to see it, and that would be just a conviction for both sides that hey, this trade really benefited both sides.
I can't see them beating the Pacers.
the Knicks, I mean, listen, we got to
I
defend
think
our
the
boy
first
Mikal
game they're
Bridges still,
gonna slip up.
okay? We still got to defend our boy Mikal.
Dude,
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's still Mikal we trust, but I
unless
honestly feel like it's gonna be tied in the game two. It's gonna be 1-1.
unless Halliburton pulls out another miracle, I think the Knicks are gonna take it to seven.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'll be a 7 game series for sure, or 6 or 7, no matter what. It's not going to be easy for either team, and it's a coin flip. But I just feel like the pace in which Indiana plays with is very good. But I feel like they're the same in one regard. They all have a player that can go off. They have multiple players that can go off, like Jalen Brunson, Mikael, and Kat. They all three can go for 40 on any given night. And the same with Halliburton, Miles Turner, and Siakam. Those
Well,
three
then
guys can heat up too.
shoot, Ben Mathurin can freaking heat it up too.
Nesmith can do it. On the other side, Josh Hart
Freaking,
or Ananobi.
I was gonna say it was freaking Nesmith's show the other night. That's basically,
He's
but
a playoff player.
if you're the Knicks, you have to be absolutely sick about the way that game ended. You were up almost 20 points with under 6 minutes to go. That has to be a
Who's the
dub.
Knicks' coach?
Oh,
It's not
Tom
Thibodeau.
It's not Thibodeau
Thibodeau.
anymore.
Thibodeau.
No, I don't think it's Thibodeau anymore.
Is it still Thibodeau? No.
I don't think so. Let me see.
I honestly don't like follow up the
I
Eastern
think it was,
Conference as much as I do the Western because of the Suns, obviously. But
no, either way, the most underappreciated aspect of these playoffs is year after year, team after team, Rick Carlisle gets it done.
Yeah, I love Rick Carlisle. He's a great coach.
He's a good fit in Indiana. Like, the reunion was absolutely perfect, and I'm glad it's worked out. I mean, I definitely love Rick Carlisle as a coach.
Yeah, man, I loved him in Dallas. I like him here. It is Tom Thibodeau, and so yeah, it's Tibbs
really?
still, but
Oh shit! I thought they
it's
canned him.
Tibbs still, and that I think that leans in Indiana's favor, to be honest with you, because they play a fast game, and Tibbs plays his players 60 minutes a game. He don't let them fools rest. So by the end of Game 7, they're all going to be tired as hell, and Indiana's going to be fresh because they got people that can score off the bench, and the coach is willing to play them. So I'll be interested to see this.
Like, you got, besides Halliburton in Indiana, you got a backup point guard that can fill it up too. TJ McConnell, like, even in the second unit, can play really good and put in good minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, their whole squad is pretty sneakily deep. They were trying to get DeAndre Ayton.
Whew.
I bet you they're happy they didn't do that.
I know he was linked to Indiana how many times?
So many times, dude. So many. It's crazy.
I think I heard like at one point when he was like hotly like on the hot take, like rumored to go to Indy. Like I heard the radio station talking about it and kind of clowning. I was like, bro, like he would be depressed in Indiana. Like
For
what would
sure.
it be to do in Indiana?
Nothing, bro. You wouldn't even be able to smoke that good.
I know. I bet you'd much rather be in Portland than Indiana.
Yeah, he's probably in heaven in Portland.
The only thing is, I've heard a lot of people on Blazers boards that they're not exactly happy with what they're getting.
They're on the market now, though. Portland is. Their owners putting them for sale. Did you hear about that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. You definitely don't like. I definitely hope whoever does buy them. Obviously, the point is to keep them in Portland.
I don't care what they do as long as they want to. What?
A lot of people want Vegas to get a team.
It wouldn't be Portland.
Or Seattle get a team back.
Worst case scenario, Portland would go to Seattle and become the Blazers again. I mean, that'd be the Supersonics, yeah.
See, that's what I'm torn about. Like, the Blazers are one of those, like, original OG markets, and it's just like Seattle, you don't want to see it leave, but I mean, I guess it's up to, as long as money talks, it's either or.
Yeah, I think they'd probably do an expansion team before they move Portland.
Outside of Seattle, would be a really good market for expansion? Kansas City.
That would be cool. They need a basketball team.
I'm surprised that they don't. Like, still to this day, it shocks me. Okay.
Patrick Mahomes can be a minority
owner. It's in Missouri, right?
Yeah.
They can do like a St. Louis team. Oh, they had a St. Louis team.
They did.
That's us.
Listen, by when it's all said and done, Patrick Mahomes is going to be a fucking billionaire by the end of his NFL career. He can be a minority owner in that stake to have a baseball team.
I mean, him and his wife are already owners of a women's pro soccer league, so.
Well, isn't he already a minority owner in for a baseball team already, though?
I was going to say he's minority in the Royals, too.
Yeah, the Royals, yeah.
So that's if you have Patrick Mahomes in your ownership group, you know that at least he's going to put the money to make you compete.
Who's Patrick Mahomes?
I don't know. Never heard of her.
So you have ownership stake in the Royals and for a basketball team. She's going to own Kansas City, bro.
She already does.
I mean, when you bring him to the Super Bowl, you can argue.
He is Kansas City. How about that?
There you go.
Just like how Brady was Boston before they felt betrayed.
Mm-hmm. And they still love Brady.
Oh, yeah. Kinda. I would, too, because they're fucking miserable with Drake May right now.
That's so funny. Yeah, I guess you gotta love Brady, huh?
Yep.
Hey, as Drake May's going to have a comeback year.
Gotta love Brady Belichick and Jordan Hudson.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe that they're actually getting married.
Bro, what the hell, bro?
It's that paper, bro.
You ever seen that movie, Idiocracy?
The fact that
We're living in those times.
she's actually literally banned from UNC's football campus, okay?
They unbanned
And
her.
I was gonna say that wasn't a thing. Like they're letting.
Good.
you said what?
Frankie.
They rescinded it. She's not like.
She's not banned.
Yeah.
So they took it back. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's still a
They
dangerous game, bro.
clarified.
Well, I mean, damn well there's a player on that team that's gonna be ballsing up the hair DMs, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, they're probably
damn
gonna be able to get balls deep too.
And they're gonna get quickly cut. So.
Oh well, hit that transfer portal. It'd be worth it.
Hold up. How did we get from NBA to Belichick?
I don't know, bro.
From what?
How did we go from NBA to Belichick?
Somebody said something about Brady, and
oh, that's fair.
Then I said Jordan Hudson, and then we went off the deep end.
Yeah.
But no, NBA wise, playoffs wise, I feel like we need to take notes because I don't think there's one team left in the Final Four that has a big three.
No, it's all built from top to bottom. You got guys that can fill it up on any given night.
Yeah, and everybody has a defined position. There's point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers. We need to get back to playing real basketball and not this little fantasy land. We can everybody's positionless. Just draw it up for KD and draw it up for Book because it's not working.
Okay, so we've already accepted the fact that our big three is pretty much not a core anymore. Yeah.
Well, who knows? Because as quick as the rumors started that KD is going to get traded, they're back to potentially he could still end up, still playing here. So until I hear anything official or breaking, I'm not going to take anything seriously because it keeps going back and forth like every day within the media.
Yeah, but how does KD feel? Those tweets are long deleted, because he's tired of getting majority of the blame because it's Book's team,
Well, shoot. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I love KD, but I don't, like, my fanship is not just KD. I want the Suns to succeed, and no matter what we have to do to get back to the playoffs and on that winning level, I'm for it.
My fandom is just KD with full intention to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But no, it's just like, unfortunately, because we're probably not going to be able to do anything with the Beal contract, KD is our only movable asset that can at least recoup us a couple players and maybe a draft pick or two that can at least help us get back to competing.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, but does KD see the alignment and vision of the team, though, that we're heading, or what?
That's all that matters. If he sees the alignment and vision with Gregory, then it's all good. I know what his name is.
Yeah, but we don't even have a head coach yet, though.
Who the bleep is that?
That's another thing. But Gamble, listen, in my opinion, I would love fucking Malone, but Gamble already shut it down. But that would be stupid, in my opinion.
Good.
I like the dude from OKC.
What, off their coaching staff?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, off the top of my head, I can't remember his name, but he's their top assistant, and he's getting a lot of interest.
Of course, he'd be getting a lot of interest. Probably about 5-6 of the teams trying to call him up.
But I'd be much more willing to commit to a guy like that to make sure he's actually here for 3 or 4 years, as opposed to, we're just going to retread an old coach from another squad, that has playoff experience that got fired, and then go back to the same old shit that we like. 100%, I will own the fact that I was for the Budenholzer hire initially, but at the end of the day, I think honestly the team might have had a better chance if we would have kept Frank Vogel. And I think, Dame, you've voiced this enough too.
Apologize a million times.
Well, here's the thing. Everything looks sexy on paper, right? From Budenholzer to Vogel to KD to Beal and yada yada, Watanabe and yada 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 from the crazy bench we had and everything. But what if this GM rolls in a way where like everything looks ugly as shit on paper, and we just start fucking rolling, and it finally starts clicking.
Yeah.
You feel
I mean,
me? Like
I
we don't be bringing like these big other stars to align with like fucking KD and Book and all this shit. And like we might do trade KD for get some picks in possibly this year's draft and like bring in smaller name guys and like have a core similar to what we did with Mikal Bridges and Johnson and Paul. Like you kind of see where I'm going with this.
yeah.
So
well, and the thing is, like, if 100%, like, if you can get Bradley Beal healthy and we can run him with Book, if we get a guy that can dominate in the paint or the post, I think we could make that work. But you don't know that for sure because Brad has had a very lofty injury history.
so who are the coaching candidates so far for the Suns? Does
Oh,
anybody
Woo!
know?
we got 9 finalists, bro. Who do you want to start?
Well, who are they? Because like I was trying to say, like, are they like sexy as fuck looking hires on paper? Or they're like who? Like who are
Well,
they?
shoot, we got Fizdale, who was on our staff last year, who's one of the candidates that's still up.
Okay.
He's got a lot of NBA experience, but I don't know if he exactly. I mean, unless the players in the locker room have a full respect for him, I don't know if he absolutely moves the needle. Not only that, but I'm like, you kind of want a name that's maybe kind of less established and heard of, just to maybe.
Okay.
Before you move on, wasn't he
No,
pretty
we're moving on. Hold
successful
on.
with Memphis before he was canned?
What?
Wasn't he pretty successful with Memphis before he was canned?
Yeah, he
Fizdale,
was.
Fizdale. So yeah, he's got a good track record of coaching, but I don't know.
So listen, 3 days ago, Chris Haynes reported that the Suns have narrowed down their candidate search to 8 people. And
Eight? 9 to
see,
8?
yep, Fizdale, um, Jordan Ott, Johnny Bryant, Sean Sweeney, Steve Hetzel, that's the no, that's the Brooklyn guy, and Dave Bliss is the Oklahoma City guy.
yeah, Dave Bliss. Okay.
Micah Nori from the Timberwolves, that's a good one.
Ooh, yeah.
And Pelicans, James Borrego. I'm not really with that one.
Bliss
I
or
don't know why they
You
don't
see,
add
it's
Taylor
mostly
Jenkins
just
to
like
that.
it's not like what like breathtaking, like oh my goodness. Most of
I
it's
don't.
like that. So
Most of it is who the fuck are these people?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like this GM has like the vibes of like not like fucking like Budenholzer, like sexy fucking shit on paper, like what James Jones had,
Hey, well,
like
the who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oklahoma City. Who's their coach? Nobody fucking knows that guy. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this is a good thing that the coaches aren't people that have lofty track records because, I mean, those guys have been sucking for us.
Wait.
But here's the thing though, Ishbia before hiring this dude is like, oh, we're gonna bring championships still to the valley. So like whatever coach you hire, we're still expecting the same expectations we've been expecting the last 2-3 years. So
Well, I think with now
everything
with like,
that's been done by new management, especially now, jumping ship to general management, like every decision you make on that roster is going to be very, very crucial off the grid because we're already are we still technically in championship now mode?
I mean,
yeah,
you want to call that? I mean, we still have the top 3. We have 3 of the top. I mean, arguably 20 players in the NBA. So if you can keep that healthy and the other guys still in, it can work. But you can't have one of the big 3 drop for literally half the year.
dude, Oklahoma City's coach is 40 years old, bro. He was born in '85. Young
He
That
dude.
don't
is,
look 40, bro. He look way younger.
bro. That is 5 years older than me.
Yeah, he's a young dude. He was the coach of the Oklahoma City Blue, their G League affiliate, for 5 years before becoming the Thunder's head coach.
That's how I
And
know I'm getting up there, bro. I'm getting
that's
fucking
definitely one
27
thing
this
that
year.
that I think you definitely have to respect about the Thunder is like they've sat in it, they've rolled in it for years, they've developed, they've used their draft picks wisely, and you're seeing the fruit kind of growing finally. And then of course, even with their coaches, they grow within.
They have a good record with GMs. They drafted James Harden. They had KD. They had
Westbrook.
Westbrook. I think they also drafted Westbrook, right?
Yeah, that team is a travesty that did not win a championship. Durant,
Dude,
Westbrook, Harden.
Durant
Yeah,
should
that
have
was a
just
raw team.
Durant and Harden should have just stayed put. They would have had their championship in like year 3, easy. Like easy.
That patience
You guys
factor, man.
want to know something like kind of like maybe a boldish take? So you know how like James Harden has like ties to like ASU and shit.
Hmm.
What are the odds of him kind of finishing out in Phoenix?
Whew.
I think they're not good anymore
Why you say that?
because I think he found a home with the Clippers.
I think they're happy. I was gonna say, I think he's happy with the Clips.
Yeah, I think he's happy now. Like he wasn't happy in Houston, he wasn't happy in Philly, but he seems happy now.
Mm.
He's in LA. He's by all the celebrities, all his rapper friends. They can go to all the parties, and he doesn't get ahead. He doesn't have to be late to the plane. You know.
Well, not only that, but it's like you got to set. You got going into next year. You have a healthy Kawhi Leonard too.
Yeah,
He's
Kawhi's
never
starting to
healthy.
bust
Don't
ass
rely
again.
on that. Don't ever rely on a
Yeah,
healthy
you can't
Leonard.
rely on it. But even when even if he's healthier than he was last year, Kawhi is very, very dangerous when he touches that basketball court.
I can still hear that posture dunk he did on us.
Yeah. No, he yeah,
Wasn't that on Nurkic too? Of all people.
Oh my gosh.
I don't. Do we count? We have to count Nurkic as a Phoenix Sun, but like literally, come on,
Dude,
Yeah,
that
at the
man had
time,
a cup of coffee with us.
he stayed in Phoenix just as long as people who passed through Sky Harbor Airport.
What's he even doing in Charlotte right now with that sorry ass squad?
Well, he's in
I don't know.
Cancun right now.
I mean, they have the number 4 pick, so they have something to be excited about. But
I heard that they're
be the
gonna
number
trade for
1
the
pick.
Mellow Ball.
They should have Cooper Flag, and his ass should be benched. But what do I know?
I feel that I hear that they're trading LaMelo to the Clippers.
No.
Who?
Lonzo Ball said that in an interview.
They're gonna pair the Ball brothers.
No, he said that they're trading his brother to the Clippers. He's on the Bulls, right?
Oh, why did I thought you
Lonzo?
said Chicago?
Lonzo's in Chicago, yeah.
No, for some reason I thought you said Chicago for a split second. That's why I was like, no.
I said Lonzo. Yeah, people are saying that
My
he's gonna
Ball
get traded to
brothers
the
mixed up.
Clippers.
I mean, that would be maybe good for both Lonzo and the Clippers. That way, Lonzo gets a fresh start. He's back in town where he went to college. He's more comfortable. He's super familiar with the area. So maybe with that, hopefully he's finally healthy. Because when Lonzo's healthy, he's a pretty premier passer.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But Lonzo Ball literally went on a podcast. Maybe he's just talking shit. He said that the Hornets are going to draft Dylan Harper and LaMelo will get traded to the Clippers.
Well, shoot, have you guys heard this take that some people are thinking that Ace Bailey is a better prospect than Cooper Flag?
Yeah, people are saying that. They've been saying that though.
See, I feel like that's almost to the year that we had, everybody, like it was almost split to where everybody was thinking that, Luka was a much better prospect than Ayton or vice versa.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I was on the Ayton side of that whole situation just because of the way he fit with our team versus the way Luka would destroy everything on our team. And that's how I felt. I just felt like Luka would have the ball 90% of the time, and then Devin Booker would be, relegated just to watch him play basketball, basically. It's like,
Basically, stand in the corner and wait for the opportunity.
Yeah, even LeBron, has to play different when Luka's on the court. It's weird. I don't think. For me, I like Luka as a player, but I wouldn't want him to be on my favorite team.
Right, because I mean, if you're definitely not used to the style of play that he brings, like you're gonna have to change up your entire system.
He has to be the team, like the focal point, which is fine. I just don't think that works on the Phoenix Suns where you have Devin Booker, you know?
Right.
So
So
I
with the
think
rest,
Devin Booker is better than Luka.
so with the rest of the playoff slate, including the game 2 that we have tonight, what are you guys thinking?
We have a game tonight? No, I'm just kidding. Isn't it the Timberwolves and OKC?
Yep, game 2.
I just don't think
Say
that
OKC.
I don't think that the Timberwolves are in the same world as the Thunder, dude. It's kind of crazy to say that, but I just think that they're a team, you know. And if Anthony Edwards doesn't go off, the Timberwolves can't win.
I was gonna say because the other night Julius Randle was the only Timberwolves player that had over 20 points.
So
Julius Randle's been fucking balling.
So
He
take
wants
Edwards
to
over
face the
points.
Knicks.
You can't talk crap about Julius Randle anymore. It was the
Dude,
teams he was on because he is a monster.
I would love to have I always was wanting Julius Randle in Phoenix.
It's too late now. We
Hell
should have
yeah.
got one of those guys. I don't know what we were doing, like not getting a big dominant person to play up next to KD. We're like, oh, any center will do. It's like, no, you need somebody down there that's gonna hold it down.
Yeah. But no, at the end of the day, I still unless they get absolutely blown out again tonight, I'm still taking the Wolves in 7. I just think that the Wolves, top to bottom, they have a little more playoff experience. But then again, with the MVP SGA, that might not, matter because they blew them out of the water.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then with the Knicks and Pacers, I feel the same way. I'm going with the Knicks in 7, but the way Halliburton is playing, we could very well see the Pacers and the Thunder in the finals which would be very interesting. And
It
that
would be
would
the most entertaining
And since
matchup for
this
sure.
is being posted tomorrow, take Knicks money line and slam that baby.
Oh, okay. You're throwing in picks today.
It might as well. The video's being posted tomorrow, so when they play tomorrow,
And
I
you
might as
said
well see what the value is at the moment.
earlier tomorrow's a better call day than today.
For
It's minus
baseball.
250, so it'll be a good leg for a parlay.
So
Yeah. The Knicks will be at home, so you can take them tomorrow, right?
I
I'll
mean, you
probably
can
add him as like a
really
6
hope.
leg if I come up with 5.
Yeah, I mean they're at home. They lost at home the first game, so they absolutely have to win this game.
100%. Because if the bottom falls out again, it's just about over going back to Indiana.
the spread for that game is 6, and tonight's game for OKC is 8.5.
And as you saw in that Denver series, they can blow away any team in
Yeah,
a series. So
yeah. They let it get out of hand, and it's gonna get very out of hand.
Kind
Yeah.
of like Diamondbacks bullpen.
I feel like they're honestly just going to put all the attention defensively on Edwards, and they're just going to eliminate a lot of options offensively, and that's going to give them advantage for them to go to the finals, in my opinion.
Yeah, they got the defense to do it too.
I was going to say, Minnesota has to have somebody else step up because if they're going to double and Julius Randle can't be the only scorer.
Minnesota has to hit mad threes.
I don't think it's in the script for Karl Anthony Towns to play his former teams in the finals. So
That would be fun though. Either
it
matchup would be
would,
fun.
but
That's good stuff though. I mean, yeah, the NBA playoffs. I got the Pacers taking the championship. You guys got are you guys bold enough to predict who you think will win the championship?
Let's see.
OKC.
Who? Bold. That would be. Depend. Honestly, I'm still going to go with the Knicks.
We'll never hear the end of Stephen A. Smith.
That is the
like literally between them winning the championship and the Dallas Cowboys being shit, we'll never hear the end of him the rest of this year.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think about Dallas though.
Stephen A. Smith's been having a rough year with all the stuff that's been happening at ESPN with all the people there, but he won't care if the Knicks win. They'll be freaking throwing a party.
Oh yeah.
What's going on with that end?
Huh?
What's going on that drama end with ESPN?
The Shannon Sharp stuff, the his own stuff. He had I forgot what he had got up. Oh, the LeBron stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I heard about the LeBron stuff, but
The Shannon Sharp stuff is bad, and Shannon Sharp's like his right hand person on there.
I'll look into it after the show.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about the Shannon Sharp stuff because I don't want to get demonetized.
I'll look into it.
We definitely need to go up, not down in that category.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean demonetized. I'm not even monetized, but you know what I mean. That stuff ain't
Well,
on
didn't
limits.
Stephen A. like apologize, like right the day after, and then like a week max later, he was talking shit again about LeBron. I'm like, bro, make up your mind.
He wants to smoke for LeBron.
You know,
he really it's
to
crazy.
be, you know who else does that?
Yo.
Remember when Mad Dog promised and went on a freaking rant that the Diamondbacks didn't deserve to be where they were, and the fact that if the Diamondbacks beat the Phillies in the NLCS, that he was going to retire, and then motherfucker is still here.
I think Mad Dog is mad because we beat the New York teams and we beat the Philly teams. He just hates us.
Well, shoot, I think that's partially why we're kind of cursed because just for some odd reason the Diamondbacks had to beat New York on the year of September 11th.
You know what we couldn't beat? And I hate to add salt to a wound that's not there right now, but LA.
Yeah, we won the first game, blew the second game, and then couldn't hit in the third.
Listen. Oh my goodness, that second game. I'm gonna just say this right now. I feel like we have the World Series hopes that we have can go bye bye if we do not address the bullpen issues
Yeah.
at the deadline. If we do
Yeah,
not
I
attack
literally-
pitching at all,
I called
it's
Randy
bye-bye.
Johnson. I'm gonna start learning how to pitch today. I can't watch this anymore. I'm gonna make sure that we don't lose by going out there and joining the bullpen myself. Because at this point, anybody can just join this sucky bullpen because it's just regular humans launching meatballs at professional baseball players who then hit home runs to go ahead of us in the score and win the game when we should have won. Pisses me off so bad.
Let me run these numbers by you guys. Just so far in the season, the Diamondbacks have blown 10 saves.
Sheesh.
The bullpen lot has 8 losses in the first 30 games of the season, and then we are ranked 27th in the league with a 5.28 ERA.
That's crazy.
My goodness, that is not good.
And get this, even crazier, the highest paid guy on the roster is Ryan Thompson, who's making just under $3 million.
What happened to Ryan Helsley? What happened in that talk? Bob Nightingale, oh, the Diamondbacks and Helsley in mutual interest. What happened? It died down so quick.
My thing is, it's like Kendrick invested the money into starting pitching. He needs to start doing it for the relief, or like you said at the start, like we're not gonna. Once we get to the playoffs, we're just gonna get swept.
We need a damn closer, a solidified closer, and we don't have that. That's step number one. We need a guy that can give us fucking length without giving up multiple runs on end. Because who is it? Mantip is not it. Literally nobody's been it on our middle relief lately.
No, everybody you throw in there has been shelled. I spoke up for Shelby Miller the other day, and then he freaking blows the save the next day.
Okay, but everybody has a bad day.
Listen,
I think Shelby's
Shelby's
fine.
the only one that can get a pass, bro. He's the
I
only
think
one
Shelby's fine.
Yeah, he'll be.
I still think
train.
if worst comes to worst due to like injury, I still think Shelby's, like I said last week with that take, he still can be that guy you can just slide in that rotation if heaven forbid somebody keeps getting rocked or shelled and needs some time or gets hurt,
Right.
knock on heaven forbid, but Shelby's fine.
No matter how much you're paying him, you can't keep throwing Erod out there if he's allowing 7 runs a game.
He's my new trigger on top of the list of triggers, Arizona sports triggers.
I think they're not playing him now. I think they're calling him injured and he's figuring out his shoulder or whatever's going on. So I think he'll be out of the lineup for a minute. So yeah, I don't think Erod's even going to be factored into nothing for a while.
We have to find somebody to slide in there because, I mean, if you figure out that fifth guy and if Gallen can settle down, at least we can improve the starting aspect, but we still at least need to trade for somebody because I don't even think we have anybody in the minors now that I would believe that would be able to, slide into an immediate closer spot at, the major level.
Yeah,
No,
he's on
absolutely
the
not. No.
Diamondbacks put Erod on the 15-day injured list Friday.
It was retroactive though, wasn't it?
That was 2 days ago, bro.
No, but they said retroactive too.
Oh yeah. But he only he'll be returning. He'll be eligible to return in 9 days.
Well, I just hope
9 days.
wrong.
We have off the bat. I know we have a series against St. Louis in St. Louis.
Its ERA
But
is
before I start off on that,
7.05.
though,
It's so terrible.
But
Ooh.
before I start off on that, though, I'd like to point out how Corbin Burns has been looking a lot more sharp lately, despite kind of giving up that 3-run bomb.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
But
you can't fault a guy for that's in my book.
I understand that.
Just that 3-run spot. He's still putting in quality work. He's finally settling in. He's a guy we definitely spent the right. At least he's starting to earn that a little bit more.
Yeah, he's starting to look good.
Allen's gonna show up
on a day too where our offense just wasn't there. But hey, days like that happen, So
yeah, and
you
gotta remember. You gotta remember the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers lineup is like Shohei, Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, all back to back to back to back. That's insanity.
Yeah, and then you got you got guys like Freddie Freeman stepping in the box, bases loaded.
And then Andy Pages can knock the cover off the ball. So like all of those dudes, he's just throwing the monster after monster, and he struck out 8. And only gave up 3 runs to those dudes. I like that.
Well, and the thing is like we're given all the struggles we've had with our bullpen, we're still 26-24 at a very young part of the season.
Right, we're doing fine.
Merrill too is actually starting to come back. His last 2 starts.
Merrill's settling in.
It might be that pickle juice that the fans are sending him.
They need to start.
It might be.
I'm dead.
Sorry, what was it, Frankie? Were you trying to say something?
They need to start sending it to Gallen.
Oh, sorry.
Give him some pickle milk or some shit like that.
I know I said Gallen, but then I didn't want to ignore Burns and Kelly's good outings lately.
Yeah, where the fuck is Ryan Nelson? I'm not supposed to be cussing this much. I'm so sorry.
I have been too, but listen, we haven't been.
Wait till we get to the Cardinals segment. Then Dylan's really gonna open up.
Oh, what was about the Cardinals segment that pissed me off? I was about to glorify one of our players.
Oh wait, never mind. My bad. I thought we were talking about something. I thought You're good.
Well, shit. I mean, we can go to the Cardinals. Well, we haven't talked about the St. Louis series yet. No, we can't go to the Cardinals yet.
Not yet.
Zach Gallen's pitching.
Yeah, we can. We can go to the Cardinals, but the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, the St. Louis Cardinals. But yeah, we were talking about on the air since I dropped another pick earlier. It's Miles Mikolas and Zach Gallen tomorrow, game 1. I feel like, because what were we talking about before we went on the air? Either pitcher can get shelled.
Yeah.
But for me, you said that. I said that I like both pitchers, and I think both pitchers are good pitchers. So I'm going to take the first 5 under, 5.5.
I'm taking the overall over because our bullpen's been asked, and I feel like Gallen's 50-50 at getting one of the pitchers are getting shelled.
In a weird way, your bet correlates with my bet. I'm betting that both the starting pitchers will do their job.
No.
And then the bullpens will get shelled afterward. So we'll get to the 5th inning. It'll be 1-2 or something like that. And then the starting pitchers will come out after the 5th or 6th inning.
But as sad as it sounds, kind of interrupt. As sad as it fucking sounds, why are we debating if Zach Gallen's going to be there or not?
Well, listen, I never thought, even when Zach Gallen was playing good, that fool never pitches more than 5 innings anyways, man. Be real.
He's been getting
never pitches.
Lately,
even when he does good, they take him out at the 5th or 6th inning. I don't know why. I really hate when they do it, too. It's like, he's doing good. Leave him in. Unless he's getting 12 strikeouts, then they leave him in for the 7th inning. But I've never really seen him pitch 7, 8 innings, consistently.
But yeah, no, like you guys were talking about, or with the pitching matchup tomorrow, I would definitely at least bet in the range of
Over
6.5 or 7.5 runs between both teams tomorrow.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
over
like the over.
8.5.
I like the over myself, but
Same
I like
here.
the under for the first 5 innings.
All right.
If
You
that
think
makes sense.
you think everything's gonna come
I
at the
just don't think that under 5 is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Gallen be giving up them fucking first run, then them home runs in the first inning, last 2 starts, and then he be getting fucking rocked after. I don't know
But
why,
hey, Gallen
bro.
Gallen has also had some games lately where he's diced people up and has not allowed any runs.
There are times of charm that could happen too. But
And other than LA Cruz, who's hitting really well for the Cardinals? I mean, he's not even on the Cardinals. My bad. Other than fucking who they even have that's hitting? Honestly,
they still got Nolan Arenado, bro, and he's a
that's it.
Diamondback killer.
That's it. But look at that Newt Bar guy or whatever. What? Who
He's
they
got
have?
Goldie. I still have to
Golden's
look
in
at
New
the
York
roster.
now, eating hoagies. He's not worried about no damn St. Louis. I'm
I'll
not
tell
worried
you
about
what,
him either.
Man,
he's having
if that man gets rocked tomorrow, this clip's gonna
I'm taking the
expire like
Diamondbacks money line
5 months.
now. I like Diamondbacks first 5 money line. Diamondbacks
I'm scared
money
to take
line.
money line. I
Money
love
line under
taking D-back overs.
in the first 5.
I love taking D-back overs. Same with Rocky
Yeah,
games. Take the over in Rocky games too.
yeah, no, for sure. D-back overs are where it's at until they
Same
don't
with
score
Rocky.
any runs against the Dodgers.
Frankie, what?
what?
They really disappointed me last night. But you know what? I had a bet that had the last leg was the Diamondbacks, and I cashed out when it got really high because I knew they weren't gonna win, and it breaks my heart because I'm such a fan. But as soon as I saw the 2 get on base, and then I saw it was Teoscar Hernandez, I literally predicted that he would hit a home run. So right before he went up to bat, I said, "Fuck this, I'm cashing out because there's 2 on, and this fool is about to smack a homer."
Well,
And I swear to, I manifested it. So I'm just apologizing, guys. He only hit the home run
You just
because
slide bet Teoscar Hernandez homer.
dude, I should have. It was like plus 6,000, like the next
Oh
plate appearance.
goodness.
oh
It was
my
like,
god.
and I was like, dude, should I put money on this? And I thought, as a fan, I can't put money on this, but I know it's about to happen. And then I seen the
So
in
5 would have
play. I'm
turned
like,
into $300.
bruh,
Oh,
I'm sick to my. I was
You
sick
would
to
have
my
made
stomach.
$300 off 5.
I know. I'm so sick. It would have fixed my life.
bro,
I
that's oh my god.
wouldn't have to worry
I would
about
have
a
gotten
DoorDash. You would
Frankie's
have hit
shirt
that done on the
tomorrow.
spot, bro.
What?
I would have got Frankie's shirt that he won from the Arizona Cardinals tomorrow.
Hey, yeah, no, that's like I still couldn't believe that.
What did you enter? Explain what
So,
happened.
so as it seems we're transitioning over to Cardinals, as Damien mentioned, really cool. I got a message from the Arizona Cardinals X account the other day. Yours truly was the winner of the 18 bars schedule release promo that was a giveaway for a Mac Wilson 18 bars t-shirt.
I'm not
So,
gonna lie. I'm gonna keep the T-shirt. I'm just kidding. I'll mail it to you or whatever.
so I appreciate Damien for picking this up for me, and I also appreciate the Arizona Cardinals. I've never won anything before from any of
Well,
my
yeah, let them know ASAP that you got somebody picking it up.
so
Yeah, let
shout
him know. You know what? Also, I'm gonna wear it for clout, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna wear it once, but I'm gonna I'm a bubble wrap my body before I do it. I'll make a video, just so you'll be the first person whose skin it touches.
hey, you do you, bro. You're picking it up for me. So if you want to wear it and take some pictures, go ahead.
That's just I might rip it if I flex, bro. I'm just
It's
kidding.
gonna be right after the gym workout.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like Larry Fitzgerald in his prime. That's why I started growing my hair. That's the goal. Fitz
Getting fit
dreads.
That's sweet.
Yep, the Fitzgeralds. That's what I call them. No, I'm just kidding. I just joke around, but
Man,
Now we
I've
gotta
got
get Larry on the podcast.
that though.
yeah, I would love to get Larry. You know what? Actually, I have a friend that's pretty not good friends with Larry, but Larry would know them if they saw them and give them a hug and shake their hand. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
I wouldn't say that they're good friends or that they're even friends, but he knows who the person is and has a good, favorable opinion of them. So maybe I'll talk to them and be like, I know this is crazy and way left field, but I love Larry Fitzgerald. I want to talk to him.
That would be epic.
Bro, listen, it could be. So is this son Devin still in high school? Is not as weird as it sounds, but like,
No, I think he committed to college, right?
is he in college yet?
I
Let
think
me
he's
see.
the class of
But if
26.
he's still in high school, somebody has to know Devin and tell fucking Devin like, hey, tell your dad to look up fucking fAnaticZ podcast. Like,
That's fucking funny. Don't do that.
you know,
Don't do that.
that's why I was like, not as weird as it sounds, but
It's weird.
no, it's not.
It's weird.
You're making it weird.
I am
Hey.
making it weird.
That's why I had to fucking put it out there off the grid.
Hey,
He receives offers from ASU. He's a college. He goes to Brophy, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He's a real Arizona
He goes
person,
to
dog.
he goes to school in Arizona still.
It's crazy that Larry Fitzgerald stayed here and like lived here, but didn't go to the stadium and get a retiring or like a. That for me is the one thing that I always wanted was like Larry Fitzgerald to be honored, but I guess he doesn't want it.
I was gonna say, I feel like he's always been that kind of guy that like he doesn't want the attention. Like he just wants to put in his work and fade into the shadow. Like he doesn't want the clout. He doesn't want a big ceremony. He's just super humble. He doesn't want the extra needed.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the end of your career. It's not just about you; it's us too. We want to honor Larry Fitzgerald.
If anybody deserves that big tour and honor, it's definitely Larry.
Yeah, but if he doesn't want it, I guess he's the one person that can say, "Man, I don't want this. You guys just remember all the good. You'll see me around. I ain't going nowhere." It's kind of sucky because we don't have no like that's where the culture comes from. Is seeing that Larry Fitzgerald in the locker room. Like. I wish there was a way that we could bottle that up and like pass it down.
Hey, we got somebody that did play with Larry back though, so I think Calais can pump a lot of that, Fitzgerald era energy into the locker room, and I think it's gonna
And
pay.
you know who's ready? I was segueing myself into a Marvin Harrison Jr. thing, and I just screwed it up by saying that I was doing that. But Marvin Harrison Jr. Has the opportunity to go out there and at least become a better possession receiver. And what I was complaining about was him not keeping the ball through the ground sometimes or through the tackle. And
Yeah.
now I don't think there's anybody that's going to be able to even tackle the dude with
I
how
was gonna
big
say,
he's got.
I was about that was what I was gonna say earlier. Yeah,
He's freaking jacked, bro.
he is
Like,
Jack, bro.
that man is fucking. Is two Marvin Harrison Juniors. He's Marvin. He's Marvin Harrison Senior
Is
because
he look?
he
He's trying
just
to be
got so
fucking like
big
DK now. Like
for
shit.
sure.
tell you what though, does kind of sting the defense a little bit though. Is the news that broke today that Sean Murphy Bunting is out for the year?
We'll see. Hey, but immediately came out of my head. Who was that one dude that fucking came in that we talked to and then never signed a deal with? That we were like
Asante
glorifying
Samuel or
over.
whatever.
Yeah, has he signed with the team yet?
He's
No,
still out.
he was actually really hurt, and I think
So was
I
Will
think
Johnson. So like,
no. Will Johnson was hurt in the past and now is good. Asante Samuels was hurt and afterward needed to go get surgery after his visit.
oh,
Yeah, so I think that's what killed his momentum coming here is he's actually like
Hurt.
recovering from a surgery right now. Let me look and see where he's at with that.
Well, shoot, I
cause
looked at
like
it,
that wouldn't be a
like
bad idea to be like, hey, you want to come back and re-talk?
No,
Like,
I literally looked into it a couple days ago because I was like, man, what's up with this fool? Why didn't we sign him?
but I mean, I don't think we need to go out and get a veteran because you got Will Johnson, you got Garrett Williams, and then you got Burke, Clark, Dimson. Anybody in that secondary can compete for more reps. We got a lot of young bucks that can see the field and make big plays. So I'm not concerned about exactly bringing a veteran into the secondary right now because I feel like we can get by, with Johnson and Williams at the 1 and 2.
shit, Patrick Pearson might be available.
That's fucking
Shit.
hilarious.
Hey, I mean, at least he's back in the franchise.
And that was short-lived, the retirement.
The Dolphins reached out to
In all
Asante Samuel
seriousness, I
Jr. a
would
couple days
still
ago.
say no.
And the Dolphins?
Yeah, like 2 days ago. Let me see. Let me read what's up with them. Yeah, Samuel is still recovering from a neck surgery.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely very, very
Yeah, I knew he had a surgery like not a week or two ago, maybe like a month ago. But yeah, he's recovering from that neck surgery. And so when I saw that
he's already out this year.
Yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. We got Will Johnson. We got Denzel Burke. I think we're good.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like Burke, Kittrell Clark, and it's gonna open up more reps for the guys that we already have. We don't really need to bring anybody in unless somebody else goes down, knock on wood. But I think we're set. And then also what I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the depth chart as of now, they have Nolan and Calais on a rotating depth chart.
That's interesting.
So definitely, good to hear and good to know that Nolan is making big waves in camp just as Will Johnson is, and I'm definitely excited for the season.
Hell yeah.
And then, of course, I don't know if you guys remember, but the other day we did sign former Falcon J.J. Russell, who's a very solid special teams player.
Don't call him former Falcons. Call him former Buccaneer. Because that's where they won at.
Dude, Buck.
That's where he won at. But
I apologize.
You're all good. You're all good. What's this team's obsession with linebackers, dude?
We like, I guess, special team value linebackers.
He's an inside linebacker. I think they're getting him to complement the zillion outside linebackers we already have. And yes, like you said, play on special teams. He's like a third or fourth linebacker.
I was gonna say, the way Rawls calls defense, guys are gonna get their opportunities to feast, and if they keep making big plays, those reps are just gonna go up and up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. That's okay. He's replacing somebody that we really didn't even know, anyways. Milo Eifler. I didn't even know that dude was on the freaking team. Sorry, Milo. Fucking J.J. Russell's taking your spot, bro. Hopefully Russell can come in and do something, nigga. Do something. Well, can I say that? Well, dude, maybe I'll go there and put the bleep sound on that one. Oh, we broke character.
But either way, dude, I just can't wait. I think we got 100 days till college football starts, and then another 2 or 3 weeks till the NFL's actually rolling into almost regular season. So we just gotta wait a little bit longer, and then hopefully the Suns have a good draft.
Dude, I'm so done. I'm so done. We need to get a coach before we do anything. Shit, this is crazy. The Suns. I've never seen the Suns this dysfunctional, and that's saying something.
Yeah, no kidding. Because like I've said, at least, lesser teams that we've had that have been dumpster fires record-wise, most of the time, we were,
we were comfortably tanking. We knew we were dumpster fires. Yeah. We weren't expecting to be championship teams.
We're not a dumpster fire with the league's highest payroll.
Yeah, and some of the best players. And that's what's confusing, is because we're a dumpster fire with good players.
Yeah.
And coaches. Very confusing.
We just got to nail the hire, just like we did with the Cardinals hire.
Yeah, let's just hire JG to coach the Suns too. Screw it.
JG want the job, bro.
Defense.
But no, I think the Diamondbacks going to turn things around. The Suns are a work in progress, but we're kind of, and of course ASU has playoff aspirations again heading into next season.
We'll see what they look like without their star player.
I mean, they did pick up a pretty good transfer to help the void a little bit, but yeah, you definitely have to make a couple guys replace Cam Scatabo.
Yeah, hopefully they have that same mystical magic.
There was that guy from Navy that people were glorifying about that was a Similar
Udo.
replacement.
Udo.
Yep. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
I
We
think we're
kind
in
of
good
get a similar product of Cam Scatabo with that
Yeah.
guy.
You guys are in good hands, and then you got another. You got a couple transfers in at wide receiver. So I think Levitt's going to air the ball out a little bit more this year.
Hope so.
Yeah, a
Hopefully
lot
he's
of
the
people
real
are.
deal.
I've seen him top 5 in a lot of fucking rankings. I'm like,
Dude,
I don't know, man.
he's getting heavy national love, and then of
I'm
I don't
course,
know
scared. It
why,
makes me
because Cam
scared.
Scatabo was an offense.
Right. But he's the person. He still had
And
to get the
Jordan
ball
Tyson
off.
too. He was raw too.
Yeah. They were doing good. They were doing good.
Yeah.
I want to trust in Levitt. I don't want to be skeptical, but I feel kind of like you did too. Like I don't know if top 5, but yeah.
You gotta prove it
I'm an
without
ASU
Cam
guy,
this
so I'm
year.
gonna keep rooting for him.
I mean,
You
I
gotta
look.
prove it without Cam.
Yep.
Yeah, college
He
football
will.
is fun. You never know what's going to happen.
That's for sure. And same thing with the fAnaticZ podcast. You never know what's going to happen. So that's why you should go to the link in the descriptions, tap in on all our social medias, get some fancy dancy merch that you can wear and give to your girlfriend if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if that's how you're rocking. We love you guys and love the viewership and love having a good time on this podcast. So please support it by subscribing, liking, and telling someone to tell someone.
Spread the love, and also just a header for next week. We will have a special guest, our first guest. We will have Jack Ritter in, who's going to be talking basketball with us. He is a YouTuber and podcaster aspiring, so it'll be definitely nice to talk with him. I think we'll have a lot of fun next week, and hopefully you guys will be tuning in.
Hell yeah.
As always, take care, everybody, and always go Zona.